Peng Ha. Nice to meet you. I am I am in Korea now. I am in my home. To understand, I arrived. Yeah, I arrived. I arrived yesterday. Almost. It was 9:30. No. 5:30. I arrived yesterday.
Hello, David. It's nice to meet you too. You're doing great. You can say, I arrived home in Korea yesterday at around 5:30. Keep practicing.
Okay, I got it. I arrived in Korea at around 5:30.
Perfect. That sounds much clearer. Great job, David.
Okay. I arrived in Korea. I arrived in Korea at around 5:30 yesterday.
That's great. Just remember to keep I arrived in Korea and at around 5:30 yesterday as one sentence. You're doing well.
I arrived in Korea at around 5:30 yesterday.
That's perfect. David, you got it. Keep up the good work.
Do you think I'm nailed it? I
No,
na- do
not
you, do you think I nailed it?
Not at all. You're doing great. Keep going.
I'm very glad to start my English practice again in my rooms. I was so tired, but I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better. I think I got full rest yesterday, and I think I'm getting better. And I want to keep my consistency even though it's Saturday.
That's great to hear, David. It's important to get enough rest. I'm glad you're feeling better and staying consistent with your practice. Keep it up, even on weekends.
Like I said, when I'm unwind, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say in English. However, I want to keep my consistency. And how about this one? How about this practice method? Let's just keep my repetition session. If I am unwind.
That's a good plan. Even if you're unwinding, you can still keep your practice consistent. Repetition sessions are a great way to maintain your progress. Keep going.
Is this expression is right? I am on mine. Is this expression right?
The correct expression is I am unwinding, or you can say I'm relaxing. Both ways are correct. You're doing well, David.
I am relaxing, or I am relaxing, or I am unwinding right now. I am. I think I am relaxing in my home, and I'm very happy. I'm very glad. I'm very glad. I'm very happy. I am unwinding right now. After long Vietnam business trip.
That sounds perfect. You're relaxing at home after a long business trip, and you're happy. Great job expressing yourself, David.
Okay, let's just it's Saturday, so let's just keep my consistency with my repetition session. Listen carefully. I'd like to repeat many sentences, and these sentences are not related to each other. It's just for my repetition. I just want to keep these sentences in my mouth muscle. As I told you before, casual conversation is all about mouth muscle memory, not the brain.
That's a great approach, David. Repeating sentences helps build that muscle memory. Let's get started. I'm listening carefully.
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. She is married to him. She is married to him. She is married to him. My cousin, one of my cousin married to someone today.
That's a good sentence. You can say, one of my cousins got married today. Great job.
One of my cousin got married today.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations to your cousin. It must be a special day for your family.
Okay, listen, GPT. Surprisingly, even in an unstable airplane, people rarely spill their drinks. It's interesting how people become more careful in unstable environments. As turbulence gets stronger, people tend to be more cautious. Do you understand? As turbulence gets stronger, people tend to be more cautious about it.
That was excellent, David. Just a small note. You can say, as turbulence gets stronger. You're doing great. And I'm sure repeating these sentences will help build your muscle memory. Keep going.
I got it. I understand what you're trying to say. As turbulence gets stronger, people tend to be more cautious. As turbulence gets stronger, people tend to be more cautious about it.
Perfect, David. That was clear and well pronounced. Great job. Keep practicing and you'll continue to improve.
Okay.
You're welcome, David.
Let me adjust my earphone volume balance. Let me adjust it. Okay. Let me take a second. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. I say one more time. Surprisingly, even in an unstable airplane, people rarely spill their drinks. People rarely spill. People rarely spill. People rarely spill their drinks. It's interesting how people become more careful in unstable environments. As turbulence gets stronger, people tend to be more cautious about it.
That was really well done, David. You're pronouncing everything clearly. Keep practicing and you'll get even more confident.
I will keep today's precision brief. I will, I will keep today's precision brief. I will keep today's precision brief. Let's keep today's precision brief. It's been a while since it's been a while, since we last discussed. It's been a while, it's been a while since we last talked. I have wanted to treat him to dinner for a while because he's been handling such a tough job on the 명화 project.
You're doing great, David. You can say, I'll keep today's practice session brief. It's been a while since we last talked. I've wanted to treat him to dinner for a while because he's been handling such a tough job on the Myunghwa project. Keep practicing. You're doing well.
Okay. I stay on time. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. I wanted. Tense is very important in this context. Listen carefully. I have wanted to treat him to dinner for a while because he's been handling such a tough job on the 명화 project.
That was excellent, David. The tense was perfect. Keep up the good work.
Okay, I say on time. I say on time. Listen carefully. This is very important sentence. Way I see it, this is very important for me. Listen carefully. I have wanted to treat him to dinner for a while because he's been handling such a tough job on the 명화 project.
That was well said, David. Keep practicing this sentence. You're doing a great job.
Okay. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Let's move on to the next page. Next page would be Number three page. Number three page. Listen carefully. That's an interesting observation. Did he mention anything about why? Did he mention anything about why he didn't go this time?
Great job, David. That sentence was clear. Let's move on.
Some people find 노래방 fun and energizing, while others just feel exhausted. Since you already tried it, now you know it's not for you.
That's a great sentence, David. Good job practicing. Keep going with your repetition. You're doing very well.
GPT, listen, these sentences, I think these sentences are very related to my real life. And, like I said, I have to focus on the expressions that relate to with my work and life because my memory is getting worse. So, even though there are many sentences out there, I can't remember these sentences because my memory is getting worse.
You're doing the right thing by focusing on expressions that are most relevant to your life and work, David. It's a practical approach and will help you retain what you learn. Keep it up.
Yes, these sentences are relevant with my life and work.
Yes, focusing on sentences that are relevant to your life and work is a great strategy. It will make learning more effective. You're on the right track, David.
Let's keep on going. Some people find the 노래방 fun and energizing. Some people find the 노래방 fun and energizing, while others just feel exhausted. Since you already tried it, now you know it's not for you.
Great job, David. That sentence sounded clear and natural. You're doing well. Keep practicing.
Let me take a second. Let me take a second. Let me take a minute. I have to find the cutter. I have to find the cutter to cut off some of my some of my I'm not sure how can I express this situation. Uh, there is something on my feet. There is something on my foot, so I have to get rid of that thing. Uh, so I need cutter to cut it off.
You can say, I need to cut something off my foot, so I'm looking for a cutter. Take your time and be careful.
You know, I have finger in my hand, and I have to say toes on my foot. Am I right? How can I express the situation?
Yes, that's correct. You have fingers on your hands and toes on your feet. You're expressing it well.
I'm just wondering how can I express this context? The left second one of my fingers, left foot, second finger. I'm not sure. How I can express largest toes in my foot?
You can say the second toe on my left foot. The largest toe is called the big toe. You're doing great explaining it.
Big toe? I can say, you mean I can say big toe on my left foot?
Exactly. You can say big toe on my left foot. You got it right.
So you mean I might say there is some weird thing on my post toe of my left foot.
That's correct. You can say, there's something weird on the fourth toe of my left foot. Good job, David.
Posto, is it natural? You mean posto is natural expression?
Yes, saying fourth toe is a natural way to describe it. It's clear and easy to understand.
How can I express posto snail? Postal snail. There is, I want to express this thing. There is some weird skin thing on my postal. It's very near to postal snail.
You can say, there's some weird skin near the fourth toenail on my left foot. That sounds natural and clear.
Would you mind saying that one time, please?
Sure, go ahead and take your time. I'm listening.
No, 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 no. I said, would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Of course, you can say, there's some weird skin near the fourth toenail on my left foot.
Let me take a second. I'm looking for the text expression of what you said a moment ago. Let me take a second.
Sure, take your time. If you need me to repeat it, just let me know.
Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back. Uh,
Welcome back. Let me know when you're ready to continue.
there's some weird skin near the post toenail on my left foot. I say one time, there's some weird skin, there's some weird skin thing. I'm not sure how can I this disease or the skin problem. I don't know how I can express this skin problem near the postal on my left foot.
You can say, there's some unusual skin near the fourth toenail on my left foot. It's a simple way to describe it.
Okay, I got it. I just cut off that weird skin on my on near the postal nail on my left foot. Okay, I got it. I think it feels better. When I usually cut off that weird skin nearly once a week.
I'm glad it feels better. It's good to take care of it regularly. If you ever need to describe it, just keep it simple, like you did.
You know, nearly after nearly 30 minutes, I have to pick up my wife to 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 bring her to our home because she worked in the hospital now. She work she works she okay, I say one time. She works at the hospital now, so I have to bring her to my home after 30 minutes. I have to go.
Got it. So you need to pick up your wife from the hospital in about 30 minutes. That's very kind of you. Let me know if you need any help before you go.
Before I start, before I start, before I start, before I start pick up her, I think it's better to take a nap. No, it's better to take a nap. However, I try to access you because I want to keep my consistency to upload my everyday note. I mean my YouTube channel to upload this video on my YouTube channel.
That's a great commitment, David. Keeping up with your consistency is important. Taking a short nap might help you feel more refreshed before picking up your wife. You're doing a great job balancing everything.
Do you agree with my opinion? I think short but focused, se- short but focused session would be really helpful for my language learning journey. So even though, even though I couldn't keep my practice session over 90 minutes, it's better to start every day to understand. I mean, everyday practice session would be really helpful for my language learning journey.
I completely agree, David. Short but focused practice sessions can be really effective for language learning. Consistency is key, and it's great that you're maintaining that. Every little bit counts.
Okay, let's keep on going. If I really don't know what to say, let's just keep my repetition time. Okay. Listen, GPT. Build strong relationship and let's call it a day. Scratch that. It's no-brainer. Do you understand what this sentence means? No, it's no-brainer. It's no-brainer. It's very simple, but very powerful word to make to make to make someone when I want to say it's very easy choice. It would be really easy choice. Do not worry about that. So do not think too much. It's very easy choice.
Exactly. It's a no-brainer, means it's an easy or obvious choice. It's a simple but powerful expression. You're using it correctly. Great job.
I want to get I want to get 10 I want to get 1,000 subscribers someday. To do that, to get that, to do that, I have to focus, I have to keep my consistency. I have to upload my practice video every day to motivate, to, to make my subscribers, inspired.
That's a great goal, David. Consistency and regular uploads will definitely help you reach 1,000 subscribers. Keep motivating and inspiring them with your practice videos. You're doing great.
I have no doubt that there is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path.
That's a great perspective. Knowing the path is one thing, but walking it shows dedication and commitment. You're definitely on the right track.
I believe that engaging in practical conversation like this time, is the only way for to develop a comprehensible understanding of certain words and expressions, certain useful expressions for my real life casual conversation. Like I said, casual conversation is all about mouse muscle memory, not the brain.
Absolutely, David. Engaging in practical conversations helps build that muscle memory and makes it easier to use expressions naturally in real life situations. You're on the right path.
Listen, listen, GPT. My team leader and I suggested in the process meeting that if a product defect occurs, the team responsible for it should handle the rework process. In our company, the quality team always takes care of the rework process, no matter who is responsible for the issues. But this is really difficult for our team because we have to manage all the rework process in the company. That's why we want to share this responsibility and we want to share this responsibility and reduce the burden on our team. To understand? That's why I say them. That's why we want to share this responsibility. That's why we want to share this responsibility. That's why we want to share this responsibility and reduce the burden on our team.
That makes sense. Sharing the responsibility can help reduce the burden on your team and make the process more efficient. It's a good idea to distribute the workload. Good luck with discussing this in your meetings.
I need confirmation from my team leader before I share my meeting minutes with the whole company. Before I share meeting minutes with the whole company.
That's a good practice. It's always wise to get confirmation from your team leader before sharing meeting minutes with the whole company. That ensures accuracy and alignment.
They never told me exactly what they needed to help with. They never told me. They never told me exactly. They never told me exactly. They never told me exactly what they needed to help with. What they needed to help with. They never told me exactly what they needed help with.
That's a clear way to say it. You're expressing it well. If they didn't tell you exactly what they needed help with, it's important to clarify that with them.
They never clearly told me what kind of help they needed from me. They never clearly told me. They never clearly told me what kind of help they need from me.
That's a good way to put it. You can say, they never clearly told me what kind of help they needed from me. It's clear and straightforward.
I don't want to make excuses for for why my English speaking is not improving clearly. I don't want to make excuses. I don't want to make any excuses for why my English speaking skills is not improving clearly.
That's a great mindset, David. It's important to stay motivated and keep practicing. You're making progress every day. Keep up the good work.
I sometimes, for my repetition, I don't want to make any excuses. I don't want to make any excuses. I don't want to make excuses for why my English speaking skills is not uh, improving, improving fast.
That's a great sentence to practice. You're doing well, and focusing on repetition will help you improve. Keep up the great work, David.
So I need to spend more time in an English speaking environment. I should immerse myself in English environment more. I should immerse myself in English environment more.
That's a great idea, David. Immersing yourself in an English speaking environment will definitely help you improve. You're on the right track.
Paid or paid
You're
or paid or unpaid parental leave, paternity leave, but paternity leave or maternity leave, pay unpaid maternity leave. Uh, no, he leaves. for a while on unpaid paternity leave.
You can say, he is on unpaid paternity leave for a while. That's a clear way to express it. You're doing great.
Now he is on unpaid paternity leave for a while.
That's perfect, David. Nicely said.
It's called paternity leave for fathers and maternity leave for mothers. You can also say parental leave for either.
Exactly. Paternity leave is for fathers, maternity leave is for mothers, and you can use parental leave for either one. You're doing great.
I'm concerned of, I sometimes, I'm concerned about what issue, why I'm concerned about that issue. I'm concerned about that issue. I'm concerned about that issue. I'm concerned about that issue, but I don't know what to do. I worry about that problem, but I'm not sure what action to take. I worry about that problem. I worry about that problem. I'm concerned about that problem. I am concerned about that issue. I am concerned about that issue. I am concerned about the issue. I am concerned about the issue.
That's a clear way to express it, David. Saying, I'm concerned about that issue, and I don't know what to do, clearly communicates your feelings. Good job.
GPT written cues are signals or hints that help you understand how to act in a situation. In social settings, cues can be body language. Cues can be body language, words or actions that guide you on how to respond.
That's a great explanation, David. Cues are indeed signals, like body language, words, or actions that help you understand how to respond in social settings. You're spot on.
Focusing on clear, simple language will reduce misunderstanding and help avoid conflict. I sometimes this is very important sentence. Focusing on focusing on simple, but clear, simple but powerful language will help reduce misunderstanding and help avoid conflict. Help avoid conflict.
That's an important sentence, David. Focusing on clear, simple, but powerful language does help reduce misunderstandings and avoid conflicts. You're doing great practicing it.
This is very important. I say one time. This is very important. I say one time. I say one more time. Focusing on clear but powerful words, powerful expression will reduce misunderstanding and help avoid conflicts. Will reduce misunderstanding and help avoid conflicts. Help avoid conflicts.
That's perfect, David. Your pronunciation and expression are clear. Keep practicing this important sentence.
If I receive cash and lose it on my way to Vietnam factory, on my way to the Vietnam factory, that would be the worst case scenario. I mean, it would be a disaster if I receive cash and lose it while handling to the Vietnam factory.
That's a clear way to express it, David. You could say, it would be a disaster if I received cash and lost it on my way to the Vietnam factory. Great job.
I don't like people who don't take responsibility for their work. I don't like people who don't take responsibility, who don't take responsibility, who don't want to take the responsibility for their work. I'd like to share and talk about, I'd like to share to, and I'd like to share and talk about my life. I'd like to share and talk about my life. I'd like to share, I'd like to share and talk about my life. I'd like to share. You know, in this presentation, How many times have I told you? In this session, I would like to share and talk about my life in English. This is my English learning journey.
That's a great goal, David. Sharing and talking about your life in English will definitely help with your learning journey. It's a wonderful way to practice and improve your skills. Keep going.
I arrived at work. I arrived at work early. I arrived at work very early. I arrived at work very early this morning and saw my team leader in the underground parking garage. I saw my team leader in the underground parking garage.
You can say, I arrived at work very early this morning, and I saw my team leader in the underground parking garage. Great job describing your morning.
I usually get I usually get to the office earlier than anyone else in our company. Basically, I usually get to the office earlier than anyone else in our company. I used to get to the office. I usually get to the office. I usually get to the office earlier than anyone else in our company.
That's a great sentence, David. Saying, I usually get to the office earlier than anyone else in our company clearly shows your routine. Great job.
It's great that you care so much about your team and want to be there for him. At the same time, it's great that you care so much about your team and want to be there for them. It's great that you care so much about your team and want to be there for them. Want to be there for them.
That's perfect, David. It's great that you care so much about your team and want to be there for them. You're expressing it very well.
My Bluetooth earbuds just disconnected from the tablet. Don't take it too seriously. It's just a sample sentence. Listen carefully. My Bluetooth earbuds, my Bluetooth earbuds just disconnected from the tablet. It's just disconnected. It's just disconnected from my tablet. I'm recording this presentation, uh, by my tablet. However, my Bluetooth earbuds just disconnected from the tablet a moment ago.
No worries, David. Your sentence is clear. You can say, my Bluetooth earbuds just disconnected from the tablet. You're doing great with your practice.
Do not try to find motivation videos on the Instagram and YouTube. Do you understand? Just to do it. Do you understand? There is a big difference between knowing the past and walking the past. You don't need to find motivation video on the YouTube or Instagram just to do it. If you really want to do it, just to do it.
That's a powerful message, David. Sometimes taking action is more important than waiting for motivation. You're absolutely right. Just do it if you really want to. Great job expressing that.
Just like I said, just to do it if you really want to. If you are really want to.
Exactly. Just do it if you really want to. That's a great attitude to have. Keep it up, David.
Just do it if you really want to. Just do it if you really want to.
That's right. Just do it if you really want to. Great job.
GPT, listen, open communication means discussing the document openly with your team, explaining why you included certain details and addressing any concerns they might leave. It involves listening to their feedback and finding ways to make the document helpful for everyone. It's about being transparent and approachable. It's about being transparent and approachable. 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 Approachable is very important word in this context. Okay, and then ensuring that everyone understands the purpose of the document and feels included. Feels included. GPT, when I say feels included, what does that mean in this context?
Feels included in this context means that everyone understands the purpose of the document and feels that their opinions and concerns are valued and taken into account. It's about making sure they are part of the discussion and decision-making process.
One more time. I'm sorry. One more time, please.
Sure, feels included means everyone understands the document's purpose and feels their opinions and concerns are valued and considered. It's about making sure they are part of the discussion and decision-making process.
I'm sorry. One more time, please. I'm sorry. For my listening practice, one more time, please.
No problem. Feels included means that everyone understands the document's purpose and feels that their opinions and concerns are valued and considered. It's about making sure they are part of the discussion and decision-making process.
So you mean So mean when I say when I say fields included, means that everyone understands the document's purpose and feels that their opinions and concerns are valued and considered. It's about making sure they are part of the discussion. They are, they are part of the discussion. They are part of the discussion and decision-making process. Decision-making process. They are each about making sure, each about making sure they are part of the decision and decision-making process. Decision-making process. I think decision-making process would be very powerful word to understand this context.
Exactly, David. You explained it perfectly. Feels included means everyone understands the document's purpose and feels their opinions and concerns are valued and considered. It's about making sure they are part of the discussion and decision-making process. Decision-making process is indeed a powerful phrase to use here. Great job.
Okay, I got it. Now I understand what you're trying to say. If I really want to real communication, yeah, if I really want real communication, I want to make them, they feel like they are in the discussion and they are part of decision making process. They are, they are in part of, they are very important part. They should feel they are important part of decision-making process.
Exactly, David. If you want real communication, it's important to make them feel like they're part of the discussion and an important part of the decision-making process. You're doing a great job expressing that.
I got it. Let's keep the moment away. My Bluetooth earbuds are smart enough to sense whether I'm wearing one or not. My Bluetooth buds earphone, my earbuds Bluetooth earphone are very smart enough to sense whether I'm wearing them or not. Whether I'm wearing them or not. Whether I'm wearing them or not.
That's a great sentence, David. You can say, my Bluetooth earbuds are smart enough to sense whether I'm wearing them or not. That sounds perfect. Great job.
You need to be aware of which company, I sometimes, you need to be aware of which company dinners you should attend and which one you should avoid. In the workplace, you should have at least that level of awareness. In the workplace, you should live at least that level of awareness. This is what we call knowing when to join and when to step back. Knowing when to join and when to step back. Knowing when to join and when to step back.
That's a great point, David. It's important to be aware of which company dinners to attend and which ones to avoid. Knowing when to join and when to step back is key in the workplace. You're expressing it very well.
You have to know which company gathering to attend and which ones to skip. In office life, having that kind of awareness is essential. In office life, in workplace life, having that kind of awareness is essential, is very crucial. This is what we call knowing when to be in and when to be out.
Exactly. Knowing which gatherings to attend and which to skip is crucial in workplace life. This awareness is essential. It's about knowing when to be in and when to be out. You're expressing it perfectly.
This is what we call knowing when to be in and when to be out. Knowing when to be in and when to be out. Knowing when to be in and when to be out. Knowing when to be in, when to be out. This is what we call knowing when to be in and when to be out.
Perfectly said, David. Knowing when to be in and when to be out is key. You're doing a great job practicing these expressions.
Okay, let's keep the way. I think I still have 5 more minutes. Okay, let's keep going. Our automotive division has a development strategy meeting every morning at 9:30 a.m. The R&D center and the PM team organize and lead, organize and lead the meeting. Our automotive division has a development strategy meeting every Monday at 9:30 a.m. The R&D center and the PM team organize and lead the meeting.
That's a clear and well-structured sentence, David. It's great that your automotive division has a development strategy meeting every Monday morning. That's clear and concise, David. Your automotive division has a development strategy meeting every Monday at 9:30 a.m., organized and led by the R&D Center and the PM team. Great job.
Organize and lead? You mean I need to pronounce it lead instead of lead? I think, in my opinion, I think I should say like lead in this context. Am I right?
In this context, led is pronounced as led, like the past tense of lead. So you would say led instead of lead. You're doing great.
I'm just wondering why I use past tense in this context. I think present tense would be right. Am I right?
You're right, David. If you're talking about something that happens regularly, you should use the present tense, organize and lead. If it was a one-time event, then you'd use the past tense, led. For regular meetings, you'd say, the R&D Center and the PM team organize and lead the meeting. Great catch.
You know, weekly weekly development strategy meeting is very routine. So I have to say in present tense, Listen carefully. The R&D center and PM team organize and lead the meeting.
Exactly. Since it's a routine meeting, you should use the present tense. The R&D center and the PM team organize and lead the meeting. Great job.
I mean, R&D center and the PM team are in charge of the meeting. R&D center and the PM team are in charge of the meeting.
Yes, that's correct. You can also say the R&D center and the PM team are in charge of the meeting. That's perfectly clear. Great job, David.
There are many YouTube channels that recommend useful there are many YouTube channels recommend useful English expressions, but a lot of team, a lot of them are ones I'm unlikely to use. Do you understand? But a lot of them, I mean, the most of them are ones unlikely to use. I think it's much better. I think it's much better for me to learn expressions that are closely related to my daily life.
That's a good approach, David. Learning expressions that are closely related to your daily life will be more useful and easier to remember. Focusing on practical and relevant phrases can definitely help you in real-life situations. You're on the right track.
I'm glad to be aware of that. 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 I'm glad to be aware of that.
That's great to hear, David. Being aware of what works best for you is important. Keep up the good work.
Focusing on avoiding conflicts and maintaining positive relationship can create a more comfortable and supportive work environment. Focusing on avoiding conflicts and maintaining positive relationship can create a more comfortable and supportive work environment.
That's absolutely correct, David. Focusing on avoiding conflicts and maintaining positive relationships can definitely create a more comfortable and supportive work environment. You're expressing that idea very well.
GPT, I think it's better to go now. Like I said, I have to pick up my wife at the hospital, and I have to bring her to my home. And we will enjoy dinner together on our way to our home.
That sounds like a good plan, David. Enjoy your dinner together. Have a great evening and safe travels.
I'm sorry. I say on time. I'd like to have lunch time with my wife on our way to our home.
That sounds lovely, David. Enjoy your lunch with your wife on your way home. Have a great time.
Okay, bye for now. I'm really looking forward to next presentation.
Bye for now, David. I'm looking forward to our next session too. Take care.
Okay, 팽, 봐.
Bye, David. Take care.